Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And we're unpacking this week's comic order for the week of September 19th. They'll go on sale. Today is the 18th, but these comics will go on sale Wednesday the 19th at Fox's. We're going to start off with part of the DC Core collectibles. This is a DC Core statue of Batman. These are fantastic. They are numbered, so they are limited in production. But they are absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, we have several of those. We also have from the designer series, the Joker from the Killing Joke, taking pictures. So if you're Barbara Gordon, cover up. But those are some of the statues that came in this week. We have several of each. Then next up, we have brought in a lot of trade paperbacks, graphic novels. DC had offered a special, and we grabbed them. So this is a $24.99 Wonder Woman War of the Gods trade paperback that will be sold for like 12 bucks. And I did quite a lot of Wonder Woman because she is very popular in my store. This is Wonder Woman by Mike Deodato. Again, normally a $25 book. It'll be like 12 bucks. All brand new. The Wonder Woman Project, this is $12.95, normally brand new, and that one will be like 6 bucks. Then we brought in series as well, Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman Volume 1. Again, a $15 book will be like 7 bucks. That's Volume 1. There's Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman Volume 2. Same thing, same pricing on Volume 3 as well. Then still in the shrink wrap, we have the Wonder Woman, The True Amazon. This is a $23 book. It'll be like 11 bucks. Those of you still reading Wonder Woman New 52 or finishing up, if you're needing version 9, I had sold out of these at the sale price. I got more of these in. Still in shrink wrap, not the $25 that they normally are hardcover. That'll be like 12, 13 bucks. So it's cheaper than buying the trade paperbacks for the New 52, buying it that way. So a very good value. Again, a $29.95 Wonder Woman, The Legend of Wonder Woman, instead of being $29.95, will be 15 bucks. I didn't do just Wonder Woman. We have Shazam's Celebration of 75 Years. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's a $40 book. That'll be 20 bucks. Still in the shrink wrap. Those of you who are Grant Morrison fans, you'll probably recognize the $50 hardcover of Multiversity. This will be $24.95. Still shrink wrapped, hardcover, beautiful, nice to have. That's not all of them we got. We got 1, 2, and 3 volumes of the $15 He-Man Masters of the Universe. Those will be like $7.50. We got Space Ghost, which instead of 17 bucks will be like $8.50, something like that. Legends, 30th Anniversary Edition, same thing, on sale at half off. Teen Titans Earth 1, that would be, instead of $23, you're probably going to be like 11 and some change. And that's Volume 1. And then this is Volume 2 for the same thing, same price. One of the cool ones that led me into this was these Silver Age omnibuses. And these are $100 thick, beautiful hardcover books. That's going to be $49.95, still shrink wrapped. So those of you that are Teen Titan fans and would love to get the Silver Age Teen Titans, but it's been unapproachable money-wise, there you are. That's a great way to go. But we've been asked to kind of include more than just the base comics that we get with each week's order. So that's for those of you that like that content, there you are. And we will now move on with today's run. First up, from Marvel Comic Books, we have the Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. And that will be out tomorrow. And then we have issue 23 of the Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. Comes out tomorrow. From Image Publishing, we have Aphrodite 5, and that is issue 3. Good book. I've been reading that, very much enjoying that. Then from DC, we have issue 40 of Aquaman Talks to Fish. And as we always do, we show the beautiful covers, and this is in our top 5 covers of the week this week. DC's been killing it with their variant covers, and that is the variant cover for Aquaman 40. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next up from Marvel, we have The Avengers, issue 8. And then from DC, we have issue 55 of Batman. And again, as we do, the variant cover for Batman, which is also in our top 5 covers of the week. Absolutely phenomenal and beautiful. Next up, also from DC, we have book 1 of Batman the Damned. You can see it's a larger format. It's wider than the other comics. Larger format book. Beautiful art. Really, really nice on the inside. Looks like Brian Azzarello's writing it and looks phenomenal. And then the variant for that as well. Then we have from Boom Studios, issue 2 of Black Badge. And the variant for Black Badge looks thus. Then from Dark Horse Comics, we have issue 5 of Black Hammer, Age of Doom. And pretty cool with the eyeballs hurtling through space. That's pretty wicked. Then next up from Titan Comics, we have issue 5 of Bloodborne. Those of you who play the video game or have been reading the comic are certainly aware of that property. Then from Image, we have issue 4 of Bonehead. And no, that is not about Mr. Fox. That's just an Image comic. Then from Valiant Publishing, we have issue 3 and a beautiful, in our top 5 covers of the week, beautiful book all around from Valiant. It's Britannia, The Lost Eagles of Rome, issue 3, just gorgeous. And then for the Beavis and Butthead amongst us, we have from Image Publishing, issue 1 of Burnouts. And it's funny because he's smoking a doobie. So that's why that's funny, is he's smoking a doobie. Next up from Boombox, we have issue 4 of By Night. And then from Marvel, we have Captain America, Annual number 1. And then for the youngsters, we have issue 1 of Casper's Capers. He's the friendly ghost, remember, so you can read that without being too frightened. Next up, we have from Bongo Comics, Chief Wiggum's Felonious Funnies. And that may be just for Mr. Fox, I don't know, but I find that fun to read, so that's me. Next up from Image and Skybound, we have issue 6 of Crude. And again, no, that's not about Mr. Fox, that's just a comic book. Next up from DC, we have issue 9 of Damage. And next up from Image Publishing, we have Death or Glory from Rick Remender, a fantastic read. If you're not reading this, there's something wrong with you. Issue 5 of that. And then the variant cover of Death or Glory number 5 is beautiful as well. Our next one is up from Dark Horse Comics, and it becomes a little bit more poignant for us because they're closing the Pali Kai restaurant, which is next to Fox Comics and Games. And the lady who runs Pali Kai Comics, or Pali Kai restaurant, is in the next comic, The Incredibles 2, and she's the one that likes to talk about Elastica. So, very poignant for us. Very sad, but a great comic book. And then from Marvel, we have issue 5 of Doctor Strange. Mark Waid's doing a great job with Doctor Strange. Again, from Dark Horse, we have issue 5 of Ether, the Copper Golems. Good book with lots of people reading it. This is one of several that we got this week that is damaged. This is from Boom Studios. You may get a damaged comic from us tomorrow. They will be replaced free of charge with undamaged versions as soon as we get them from DC Comics, but we'll give you the damaged ones so you can at least read your books, and then we'll destroy the damaged ones when the new ones get here. But that, you can see the damage in the upper corner there. It's a little folded up. But that is Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers #1 for back to school. So this is the new run after the grid. So that is that. DC brings us issue 55 of Green Lanterns. And as we always do, we show the variants. And that's the Green Lanterns issue 55 variant. Also from DC, we have issue 50 of Harley Quinn, and they promised an extra-sized anniversary issue, so that looks pretty saucy. And here's what the variant looks like for issue 50. She's carrying a bomb with the 50 on it. There's a little bit of damage in that corner as well. Those will be replaced as well. Then next up from Image, we have issue 4 of 4, issue 8, but it's part 4 of 4, of The New Hit Girl by Jeff Lemire. And if you're not reading that, you need to. It is well done. Next up from Image Publishing, we have issue 7 of Ice Cream Man, which has been a great collection. Nice book, Ice Cream Man. Very entertaining. Marvel brings us issue 6 of The Immortal Hulk. And then Marvel also brings us issue 1 of Infinity Wars, Soldier Supreme. And then DC brings us issue 34 of Injustice 2. Great cover on that. They also bring us issue 3 of Injustice versus Masters of the Universe. So that's something to look forward to. Next up from Dynamite Publishing, we have issue 3 of John Wick. So John Wick, issue 3 from Dynamite Publishing. DC Publishing brings us issue 8 of Justice League. And probably the cover of the week. I don't know that that's been decided yet. We're still waiting for somebody's vote to come in. But I think this is going to be the cover of the week. The Justice League 8 variant cover with Joker on there. It's fantastic. Well done, DC. Next up from Image Publishing, we have issue 7 of Kick-Ass. Then we have from Marvel, and this is, again, got a little bit of damage in that upper left-hand corner. It will be replaced free of charge. The Life of Captain Marvel, issue 3. And then from Aftershock Comics, which if you're not reading them, you need to explore them. They are really doing a great job right now. Zach Kaplan, who's written Eclipse and many other good books. This is issue 4 of the Lost City Explorers. Really nice book. Well done. And then Burger Books, which I believe to be a branch of Dark Horse, comes issue 5 of Matahari. Very nice book. Well written. Great concept. Really well put together. Well handled by them. Next up from DC, we have Mr. Miracle, issue 11. And just a fantastic variant cover for that. From Marvel, we have Mr. and Mrs. X, issue 3. Also from Marvel, we have issue 4 of Multiple Man. From DC, we'll get that phone in a minute, so if that's you calling, you're on our video. From DC, we have issue 5 of the new Challengers. And also from DC, we have issue 49 of Nightwing. And again, as we do, the beautiful variant cover for Nightwing, just gorgeous. Next up, again from Burger Books, Olivia Twist, issue 1. Kind of a takeoff on Oliver Twist, but kind of updated with a new take on it, and it looks to be pretty sassy. And then issue 2 from Jinx World, Brian Michael Bendis' pet creation, issue 2 of Pearl. And these have really, if you've not been doing any of the Brian Michael Bendis Jinx World titles, they've been pretty spectacular. Valiant is up next with issue 10 of Quantum and Woody. And that's right, I said Woody. And next up from Marvel, issue 1, highly anticipated, Return of Wolverine, in the top 5 covers. Well done, Marvel. Gorgeous cover. Nicely done. Then from Oni Press, we have issue 1 of Rick and Morty presents Sleepy Gary. And then from Image Publishing, we have issue 7 of Rumble. Probably the most anticipated book out tomorrow as far as our store is concerned. And if you're not reading this, frankly, there's something wrong with you. Image Publishing, 7 to Eternity by Rick Remender, issue 11. It is phenomenal. It's a great story. It's wonderful. Just get you some. There's the variant cover for that. Get to know the Mud King. And then next up from Valiant, Shadow Man, issue 7. And then from Image, we have Skyward, issue 6. IDW brings us Sonic the Hedgehog. And yes, I do believe Mr. Fox took her to prom. Next up from Marvel, again, this is some of these have a little bit of damage in the upper left-hand corner. Issue 54 of Kieran Gillen's Star Wars, really being well done right now. Great cover, almost made the top 5. Then also from Marvel is Star Wars Lando Double or Nothing, issue 5. Next up from Image Publishing, issue 4 of Stellar. And then from DC, issue 22 of Teen Titans. And just a beautiful issue 22 Teen Titans variant cover. Very, very nice. Fantastic. Well done. Also from DC Comics, we have Teen Titans Go, issue 30. And then from Marvel, issue 5 of Thor. Let me check this for a minute. That one. Then we have IDW, issue 86 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Also from IDW, issue 3 of Transformers, Unicron. Then from Marvel Publishing, we have issue 6 of Donny Cates' Venom. It's been phenomenal so far. Also from Marvel, just for confusion's sake, we have issue 4 of Venom, First Host. Also from Marvel, issue 2 of West Coast Avengers, for those that find that necessary. DC brings us issue 17 of Wildstorm. And again, we're going to end on a comic with slight damage in the upper left-hand corner, but we should get those replaced. Issue 36 of X-Men Gold. Then also we got in some of the interviews with Monster Girls for the issue 6 for those of you that do manga through us. That looks like this week's order at Fox's. We hope you'll come in on Wednesday, September 19th. We look to see you here. Bye-bye.